guys, WrestleTom here, and in this video we're going to be unboxing WWE Ultimate Edition Batista. Now I walked for miles inside this pit of danger to pick up this Batista, and by that I mean I went on eBay and spent about 85 quid on it. One of the most expensive Ultimate Editions I have picked up, and will it be worth it? Batista Ultimates are so hard to come by, and I don't see him getting another one in the near future, so I thought why not, let's pick him up. So let's see if it was worth it. Now before we get into this unboxing, I am trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of this year. So at any point throughout this video, if you feel like you deserve it, please hit that subscribe button. You see in the box it comes with Batista, 2 interchangeable heads, 2 contracts, the Animal t-shirt, a bunch of interchangeable hands which actually gave me a discount because one of the hands have come out. And of course, big gold, the World Heavyweight Championship. On the side of the box it says WWE Ultimate Edition Batista. On the back of the box you see Batista wearing the same attire as the figure. You see the figure Batista celebrating winning or defending the World Heavyweight Championship. You see a bunch of stats there, 6'6" or 1.98 meters. From Washington DC, finisher Batista Bomb, and career highlight World Heavyweight Champion. Also on the bottom that I haven't seen on any recent Ultimate Editions, it says a bunch of stuff there, so give it a pause if you want to read that. On the other side of the box you see Batista, the WWE Legends logo, and it says Batista right there. Back to the front of the box, I'm excited to get into this fig, so let's not waste any more time and rip this fig open. And here he is. Here is the Animal Batista. But before we get into this fig, I've never noticed this on the side of an Ultimate Edition. Whether I've just never noticed it or they stopped doing it at a certain point because this fig's, I think, a year or two old. But yeah, that's one thing I've never noticed before or seen. But first impressions on this Batista, it's articulated very well. Obviously, it comes with the usual Ultimate Edition butterfly joint. It is a bit stiff on the leg there, that's going to need some warming up. And because it's an older Ultimate Edition, it doesn't come with the leg joints that you can pull up and down, which I actually prefer from Ultimate Editions. I hate them when they pull up and down because that can just break the fig. Or they'll come and it sits slightly lower so the figure will never stand up properly. And he comes with some massive boots, some massive Ultimate articulation boots. Let's first off get into the head scan. The camera doesn't do it justice. It looks a different colour on the camera, but in person this head scan looks amazing. This is by far one of the best Batista head scans I think I've seen. Comes with a little patch on his chin. See a little scuff mark on the edge of his nose, which I wouldn't have noticed unless I did this camera close up. And his eyes are both different heights, but that's another thing you only really notice on the camera. Looking at this fig in person head on, you don't notice that. It is Batista with hair. It's not Batista, it's the older day Batista. Here's a quick look at the side of the head. The head does sit a little low on the neck, but from the front that's something you don't notice. Going to his arms, across his right arm you see his Batista tattoo with a red elbow pad. The fig, he's got a grab hand on his right hand. Onto his left arm you see a tattoo right there, and also another red elbow pad, and also a grab hand on this arm. Going down to his chest and torso, it's a plain torso, apart from he does have his iconic belly button tattoo. And to his back he comes with his even more iconic back tattoo. Down to his trunks he comes with plain white trunks, with a red design there with a black outline. Now with buying this figure I had the choice of buying the white and red version, or I think it was a dark blue version. And I thought white and red looks way cooler than a dark blue. To the back of the trunks, this is plain white trunks again with a red design with Batista right in the middle. Coming down to his knee pads, he's wearing just plain red knee pads, which look cool, but they're not for me. I hate this style of knee pads. I hate the longer versions of knee pads. I love the shorter version, so I'm going to look in my collection a little bit later on to see if I can do a knee pad swap. Down to his boots, the red and black boots with little white dots on them. We already sort of saw them earlier, but the cool looking boots. Here's the side of the boot. You see the design wrapping around from the front to the side of the boot. And to the back of the boots, the red design stops at some buckles, which are just plain black. I already touched on it earlier, but these articulated feet are huge. Usually it's only like the end of the feet, but on this Batista, in person they look like clown shoes. These feet are massive on Batista. And that is Ultimate Edition Batista. But before we look into the accessories, I do want to take a look at this 3-pack Batista. Now, I picked up this Batista because I love the hair on this. It's a unique head scan for this Batista, and I want to see what it looks like on the Ultimate Edition. So I'm just going to pop it off Batista there and pop the Ultimate Edition head off. And just pop this back on and let's see how this looks. Yeah, I like the look of that. I like the look of this Batista head scan on the Ultimate Edition. It is a little bit loose. Well, very loose. But I do actually kind of like the look of this Batista. But for the purpose for this unboxing, we're going to take this back off and keep his Ultimate Edition head on. So we're going to put this Batista to the side and take a look at his accessories. The first accessory is this Batista t-shirt. It says the animal across the front with some designs coming off the lettering. On the back it's just plain black. It is just a plain t-shirt that says the animal on the front. But I'm curious to see what this looks like on the fig. Now, unlike modern Ultimate Editions, you don't stretch it over, you just undo the Velcro on the back. So we'll pop this on Batista right here and see what he looks like with this shirt on. It's a bit of a tight fit, but here's Batista with the animal shirt on. We already looked at his main head scan, but here are his other two interchangeable heads. One is more like a yelling Batista, a taunting Batista, and then this one is more of a neutral face Batista. I do actually quite like the look of this one. It would have been my main head if I didn't like the 3-pack Batista so much. It comes with a bunch of interchangeable hands, with the first being fists, then slap hands, and thumbs up or thumbs down hands, with grab hands already on the figure. He also comes with 2 contracts. They're the exact same, I believe. It's for his WrestleMania 21 World Heavyweight Championship match against Triple H. And here's how the different one says Raw and one says SmackDown. And of course, the star of the show, the big gold, the World Heavyweight Championship. A belt that suits Batista so well. If you've had a World Heavyweight Championship before, it's the exact same. Does have the red dots all the way around the belt. Very shiny, even more shiny in person compared to what the camera's showing you. And here's the back of the title. However, ladies and gentlemen, that is Ultimate Edition Batista. So glad I picked this up. It looks amazing. It'll do wonders for my fig fed. A great pickup. If you have the money to pick up an Ultimate Edition Batista, I do recommend that you do. Comes with a bunch of different accessories, a t-shirt and the World Heavyweight Championship. But that is the end of this unboxing video. If you've made it this far and you feel like I've deserved it, please hit that subscribe button. I'm uploading videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 PM UK time. So hit that subscribe button and hit the bell if you don't want to miss it. But that's the end of this one, so please like, comment and subscribe. But most importantly, have a nice day.